name's TUFprofan, and today on the pay-per-view review, I'm going to be talking about TNA Lockdown 2016. It wasn't really a pay-per-view, it was on Pop TV last night, but considering this show started as a pay-per-view, I figured I'd make it part of the pay-per-view review. I like the show, also. I haven't watched that much TNA, honestly, lately, but I decided to check this out because of the concept, the whole 6 sides of steel all night long concept has always interested me. We don't get much fanfare as the Pope and Josh Matthews take us right into the first match of the night, which is Beer Money versus Eric Young and Bram. The match started off with a lot of good old-fashioned TNA outside the ring brawling. Eric Young faked a pile driver to Bobby Roode but got backdropped. James Storm drank somebody's beer and smashed it over Bram's head. The bad guys, Bram and Eric Young, locked Bobby Roode in the cage with them and were double teaming for a long time with Storm on the outside trying to get in. Bram hit a wicked spin wheel kick. Sorry, I'm trying not to say so much. Bram hit a wicked spin wheel kick. Beer Money did some nice double teaming where it was like a top rope Frankensteiner, top rope splash combination. They hit the Beer Money double suplex. They hit the last call, which is the suplex powerbomb combination, and Beer Money wins, which was good. It was nice. It was a good match, probably the best match on the card, honestly. And I like it. The Beer Money reunion. Just like the Dudley Boys, it's kind of a little step back, but it's still kind of fun. So, there's that. Next up, we pretty much go straight into the X Division Championship match. Tigre Uno comes out. Shane Helms comes out. Says, I'm the star power. And they're talking about how he's the greatest X Division or Cruiserweight champion of all time again. Just because he was the longest in WWE. And he's putting over Trevor Lee, basically. Who kind of doesn't even need putting over. So I think Shane Helms is like Trevor Lee's manager. Or Don King hype man type guy. I don't know. Trevor Lee doesn't really need it. But I can't wait for Shane Helms to get back in the ring, personally, because I was a fan of his work in the ring, especially back in the WCW days. But everybody's getting older, I understand. But let's see where this goes. Match itself was pretty awesome, but pretty short. What everybody's talking about is Tigre Uno did a flying crossbody off the top of the cage. It was amazing, as it always is. The announcers overdid it, of course, talking about how it's 30 feet in the air, which I doubt it's 30 feet in the air. It's probably more like 13 feet or something. And he dove straight down. He didn't go up and down. But it was still impressive looking. And I don't know how Uno didn't blow out his knees or something, because he pretty much landed on his knees. But he didn't. He was healthy, it looked like, by the end of the match. Straight to the finish, Lee won with his Brainbuster small package combination. And it's good. A lot of stuff on this card was talking about the future and these young guys that TNA now has. And it got me kind of interested. So that's always a good thing. Next up after that, there's backstage vignette. Apparently, Madison Rayne got taken out somehow. Injured, beat up. I don't know the full story. This was a month ago, taped a month ago, I believe, so who knows what happened. But it was supposed to be Madison Rayne, Velvet Sky, and Gail Kim versus the Dollhouse, which is now Rebel, Marti Belle, and Jade. But she got taken out, like I said, Madison Rayne. And now Gail Kim was talking to Maria about replacing her. Maria's never been a good guy in TNA. She hasn't been there that long. I mean, they go back to WWE. Maybe that's what she's thinking of, but I don't know how you can trust her. She's with the Miracle Mike Bennett and all that stuff. But anyways, obviously foreshadowing here. They made this the Lethal Lockdown match of the night, which I didn't care for. There was some good wrestling in it, and they used cookie sheets and steel chairs and the kendo stick. But it didn't have that main event. Well, it was the third match of the card, but it didn't have that main event quality to it. The Dollhouse aren't main event worthy, at least yet. Once you took Awesome Kong away, and once you took Taryn Terrell away, it's just not as good anymore. Angelina Love is obviously out because she's pregnant. So, the match kind of devolved to me, and then it ended up being a handicap because Maria came out, teased that she was going to come in, but said no, 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 and walked away. Gail Kim was shocked, really. But a cool spot when the Dollhouse were standing on a kendo stick on Velvet Sky and Gail Kim's throat. I just thought that was different and kind of cool. The end came when Jade hit Gail Kim with a package pile driver on a steel chair. Very cool ending. It looked like Gail Kim wasn't hurt. Jade knows how to do the move correctly. So, package pile driver in TNA. Go TNA. Good job. I'm trying to think backstage things. Kurt Angle talks to Ethan Carter. There was a moment in the ring where Ethan Carter was trying to make nice with Rockstar Spud again after all that they went through last year. And then we got the comic match of the night. Yeah, oh, and there's a thing with Jimmy Havoc was talking about his past with the Decay member. Damn it, can't think of her name right now. That's not good. They should have really had the Decay. They should have had that tag team match on this card. That would have been nice. Of course, her name's not on here. They had a Monsters Ball match last week between the Wolves and the Decay. And I can't think of the woman's name, which is going to bug. Rosemary. That was it. The woman's name was Rosemary. For the Decay. I like what they're doing there. So after that, we go on to the main event, which was Ethan Carter III versus Matt Hardy, the champion. The iconic Matt Hardy, the champion. I like what they're doing with Ethan Carter III. He's turning him into a face, a good guy. The people seem to be behind it. Singing his awesome theme song, you know. Oh, 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 you know, and all that. But, he was a great bad guy. So it's going to be hard to turn him into a good guy just to help Matt Hardy, you know. So, but, again, good match. Sorry, I sound like a broken record, but it was a good match. Matt Hardy hit the twist of fate, the side effect on a steel chair. Then he hit the twist of fate with the steel chair. Matt Hardy was beating up Ethan Carter mercilessly for a while. It almost looked like the main event of WrestleMania last year, how Brock Lesnar was beating up Roman Reigns for a while. Just to prove something, you know? But, the end came when both guys were trying to crawl out of the cage. Reby Sky came down, Matt Hardy's wife, with a hammer. Rockstar Spud ran down, grabbed the hammer out of Reby's hand. And then they showed a picture of Ethan Carter's face. He was kind of like, oh, you know, blood coming from his face, and he was apprehensive. And Rockstar Spud slammed the cage door on his head. Then opened the cage door. Matt Hardy rolled out, won. And, yeah, Matt Hardy, still the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Hey, I wanted to talk about something else real quick about TNA. I'll try not to go on for a long time because this video is already going to be kind of long. But at the very end there, Reby Sky, Matt Hardy's wife, came out with a hammer and was going to do something. And that's when Rockstar Spud took the hammer from her and then slammed the cage door on Ethan Carter III's head. Matt Hardy crawled out and won. But then it was a cool looking spot where Rockstar Spud took the steel chair and slammed it against Ethan Carter III's head against the steel steps, and Ethan Carter's body just looked crumpled, and that just looked really cool. And like I said, I don't blame Rockstar Spud for turning on Ethan Carter III after all that happened. And also, real quick, wanted to talk about, I don't understand TNA's logic. We could go a long time talking about TNA's logic, but at Bound for Glory in North Carolina, Matt Hardy beat Ethan Carter III for the title. Ethan Carter filed an injunction or a lawsuit or something, storyline-wise, that said that Matt Hardy had to give up the title or can't defend it on TV or whatever. Then they have this big, long series of the series tournament, whatever, that went from November, December, January. I don't even remember exactly when it ended, but when it ended, Ethan Carter III won. But then a few weeks later, obviously, Matt Hardy turned to bad guy and won the title back. TNA logic never made sense, but I never understood why they took a whole bunch of old stuff and turned it into a tournament, and it looked like it was going to be in the end, but now they're back. But that whole thing didn't make sense. Just give Matt Hardy the title, and you could have avoided all these people who are no longer with the company but were in that tournament. And you made no mention of the fact that they're no longer in the company. But then, so it doesn't even look like the World Title Series really happened. It's just, whatever, mind blown. Anyways, that was it. I just wanted to throw that out there that I enjoyed the show, but that logic never made sense to me, and I just wanted to say something. Go Rockstar Spud. Go young guys of TNA. Matt Hardy finally getting his chance to be a main eventer. Beer Money. American Wolves. I could just go on and on and on. But I won't. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!